What's up, guys? Ron from Ronald Law, and we're back with a new iteration of Chat GPT-4 for lawyers. Okay, a lot of the hype about Chat GPT-4 is really focusing on how it's going to affect the legal dynamics, how it's going to affect the legal industry, and in particular, my favorite focus, commercial real estate investors. So in this video, we're going to walk through some of the similar prompts that we did before, and we're going to test what the response of ChatGPT is today in April. I've got the paid version, so you don't have to pay for it, and you can decide whether it's worth it. I don't know, but let's take a look. All right, so as a paid subscriber, I get this nice ChatGPT Plus. Love the color, yellow. It's great. Goes with my skin tone, which is Asian yellow. All right. So in this model, I'm going to take a scenario, which is imagine you're a real estate investor. You've got this tenant and they typically pay pretty frequently. They're on time, maybe the first, maybe the second, maybe the third. But in general, they pay on time and you're a happy landlord. You're collecting your rent. Suddenly, disaster strikes. No rent. Holy crap. What do you do? Do you call up your lawyer? Do you look at your lease? No, I think what most investors do is they try to reach out to the tenant and they start texting the guy and they start emailing and say, "Hey, buddy, where's my rent? What's going on? Are you dead? Are you in the hospital? What's going on?" This is where ChatGPT could really help, because if you are eventually going to go down that road of a lease termination, if you're going to retake possession of your commercial premises, this is a non-judicial process in Texas, which means you don't have to go to court, you don't have to do a docket, you don't need to get COVID when you go to the courtroom. It's non-judicial. You can just do a lockout, you put a big padlock on it, and you can retake possession of your commercial property in Texas. What you should do is this very first step. You need to start with legal communication, and ChatGPT might be the way to do it. So let's check it out. Can you hear that? I cracked my knuckles, but it really hurt. All right, ChatGPT. Let's see. Please, I'm being nice to our robot overlords. Prepare a notice of lease late rent payment in the amount of $14,000. So let's add some late fees and penalties. All right, let's see what it does. Your company letterhead is FF Real Estate. Okay, date. See, it added the date to the tenant. Notice of late. Oh, that's good. I like that subject line. Reminder under the terms. See, this is great. I really like this notice serves as a formal reminder. You know, I do think that this language can count as notice, which if you're starting down that path, I would much rather decide whether to send this letter first if it preserves your legal rights down the road versus sending a text message which doesn't have all this. I mean, look at this. Late fee, penalty. It adds a total amount so that if they are going to cut a check, they know what that new number is. Oh, this is pretty good. Breach the lease agreement. Initiate legal proceedings. That's good. You know, some statutory requirements require you to have a due date, so they added 7 days. That's great. I think that's very helpful. Payment methods. When my tenants are late, they can only pay with cashier's checks or maybe a wire. So I guess there you go, cashier's check or wire. And it referenced notice of eviction. This is pretty good. I'm happy. Do not ignore this notice. Look, the robot is getting some emotion. It is being an advocate. So lawyers, watch out. The robot is being an advocate, like an attorney is your advocate for your rights. We value your tenancy. We'd like to resolve this. I don't know how committed I am to working with my tenants. I'll just kick them out and get a new one. If you've already made the required payment, please provide proof of payment. Nice. You know, this is really, I think, formal. It's good. I think that if you weren't relying on this for next steps going to court, this is a really good quote legal letter. We got a phone number or email address. I think it's good. So that's it. You know, I'm going to do some more examples like this. I like just playing with the prompts and getting better information. It is absolutely only as good as the data that it takes. So garbage in, garbage out. But I thought my prompt, if you look at it, it's a little bit legal, but not much. I think very easily you could have lay people type that. The things that I would add for the future, this is bonus content. If I was drafting this as a lawyer, I would reference the specific paragraph numbers of the lease that requires rent within, say, 5 days. I would also reference the late fee in terms of, according to paragraph 18, subsection 3.a, you owe a late fee of $50. That is really what adds a lot of heft. I would cite the Texas Property Code for non-judicial. I would, maybe they have a cure, and I would say, hey, this is the one annual notice that you get for late rent. But other than that, this is, a $500 legal letter minus a couple of details that, again, I don't think are make or break. So my review, I get a thumbs up. I'm going to start using Chat GPT more, maybe now just because I paid for it. But if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe for more real estate and lawyer react content, and we'll see you next time.